everyone, welcome back to the Made in Bangladesh show. Aজকের episode 2.
Hello
Today
everyone,
we're going
to the Made in
to be
Bangladesh
talking
show.
to Sinyat Ahmed.
Hello
Sinyat
everyone.
is the founder of Reach Bangladesh community, and she also works volunteers for the Robin Hood Army Bangladesh. She also founded her own business called Orange Peel Kisses. Sorry about that. So without further ado, let's bring in Sinyat Ahmed and speak to her. Sinyat, ki khabor? How are you?
Hi, Aries. First of all, congratulations for your show. Good to see you. And
Thank
hi,
you, Sinyat.
everyone.
Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Yeah. Sinyat, let's dive in right into Tomar organizations that you have. So you founded Reach Bangladesh Community or Reach Community BD. Tell us how you started it and what was the vision around Reach.
Okay. Well, first I'll tell you what Reach is. So Reach is a community of artists, and whatever we sell in our page or in exhibitions and like online, 30% of the percentage goes to charity. So we work with different NGOs and work with different causes, and anyone can become a member of Reach and join the community and the cause. And the vision behind Reach came two different directions. So I was working with my sister in EcoFest. Like she's done a EcoFest in Dhaka. So over there, I got to learn about a lot of different products which are eco-friendly and like sustainable products, and it was like a lot of different interesting ideas that people had. And I was like, oh, I want to do business that's related to something that helps the environment. And so I thought creating a brand. So I started collecting materials from different sources, and I wanted to have an upcycled brand of my own. So I wanted to specialize in making jackets because in England I worked in retail where they sell jackets, and I learned a lot about it. But then COVID hit and I had a lot of material left with me. So I started selling upcycled masks, but then I changed my business plan into, instead of just keeping a brand for myself, I wanted to make it for the people as well, so I could share the profit with people. And the other idea of upcycling came actually far behind, when it was actually my grandma who taught me how to upcycle. So we used to like make really cool stuff when we were growing up, using a shari to make bags and skirts. So she actually taught me what upcycling is back then. It was a normal thing for us. So yeah, that's Reach came.
Okay, great. So যখন ধরো তুমি নতুন establish করলা, were there any challenges that you were facing? Tell us some of the challenges that you faced. কি struggles ছিল, or was it a smooth ride all the way?
I would like to say it's a smooth ride all the way, but obviously sometimes it is challenging. But in the beginning, it wasn't, I would say, because it was COVID time and we had a lot of free time to think and create, and everything was online, the payment, the deliveries and everything, and friends and family was very enthusiastic about helping.
Yeah.
So because the first donation that we did was for two different madrasas who were doing COVID burials, and just a friend, like word of mouth, like friends and family was buying, and I was pressuring them to buy it. So it was very easy in the beginning, but the challenges came afterward to grow it into a business and make it from friends and family to reach outside. That was the challenging part. And obviously, in Bangladesh, it's like, people copy you and this and that. And so, there's those kind of challenges you face all the time, but you just have to be unique and just keep growing. And also, I think if you're open to like other people giving you ideas and you're open to implement them, I think that helps you stay, like you don't have to like do it just the way you picture it. It can also be many different directions.
Sure. Reacher, এখন কি project চলছে? What are some of the things that you're doing at the moment?
Okay. So we have like this food drive that we do every month. So like we cook meals, like hot meals, and we also do grocery food giveaways every month. We also do like clothes drive, and we have a charity shop in like another NGO has a charity shop, so we worked with them. But now we also do the similar type of things. We collect, every type of thing: toys, books, and furniture. We have affiliated with different schools that we give books to. We give like clothes, so like small steps, but different initiatives like that. And our
Sure.
future project is creating different products and saving like more waste products from the environment. So new products keep on coming, and we'll implement more of that in the future.
Absolutely. No, there's a lot of like scope, I'm sure, reach এর জন্য. How long has it been? A few years, just before COVID? শুরু করেছো?
Yeah, during COVID, so 2 years now, 2 years.
Okay, I'm sure that you'll expand a lot more. Can you tell us how people can contribute to Reach, or how people can join Reach to support you
So
more?
obviously I couldn't sustain alone, and I can't do this unless the whole community does the similar work. So that's why we have a membership fee, and then you can become a member. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of benefits if you become a member. We're also like having fun. We're taking stalls in different events that happens around Dhaka, and we do our own
Mhm.
events. We done 9 events so far ourselves, and we take parts in different events, exhibitions, concerts, where we
Mhm.
raise funds for different causes that like for example, the flood relief, flood attempt, we gave like flood relief, and
Are you
COVID
talking about
attempt.
the Sylhet flood? Sylhet
That was
flood recently? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you. Hold on.
No, it's fine. So different Jokoni, whenever whatever is needed. For example, this time the crisis was in Palestine, so we done event for the Palestine, and then we raised money, and then we donated to the embassy and stuff. So whatever
Amazing.
causes comes, yeah.
Amazing. So if Ami Dhoro, I wanted to be part of Reach, can I be part of Reach, or how
Yeah.
can I kind of contribute to Reach?
Well, obviously, and it depends. You can contribute by giving services, raising awareness.
Mhm.
Also like becoming a member. Like all my
Sure.
artists, like they're amazing people. Like without them, I couldn't have done it. So they sell their artwork in their pages as well, and they give like 30% to Reach. So out of goodwill, anyone can join if you're good at crafting arts and stuff. And most of my musician friends also help out during concerts that we have. So
That's amazing.
any way is welcome, and also new ideas are welcome, because it's a community. We want to build a community, so new ideas can be welcome, and we can implement it.
Great. If you would like to be part of Reach, or support Reach in any way, get in touch with Sinyat, or email her in this email that's shown below. So it's reachcommunitybd@gmail.com. I hope I got that right, Sinyat. Okay. Moving to the next part. Sorry. Well,
You can also follow the pages, like the pages inbox there, and soon we'll have a website so people can read more about it and read more in details about what we have done.
Great.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Let's move on to the next part. So, Sinyat, you volunteer for the Robin Hood Army, Bangladesh chapter. You lead one of the biggest and busiest chapter of Robin Hood Army, যেটা হচ্ছে the Gulshan Bonani site. Tell us about Robin Hood Army.
Well, Ari, since you started the Robin Hood chapter in Bangladesh, you should talk about the Robin Hood Army. So I should actually ask you this question and interview you.
I'm supposed to be interviewing you, Sinyat. তুমি উল্টা করছো
No,
কেন?
but at least the introduction. You do it better than I would. I'll add on to it whatever you need, other questions. But you give the introduction of what Robin Hood Army is, because I joined Robin Hood Army because of you.
Putting me on the spot here. Okay, so if you really want to be the interviewer, here you go. You're the interviewer. Ask the questions.
So tell us, Aris, how did you start Robin Hood Army in Bangladesh, the chapter?
Yeah, so the Robin Hood Army was originally started in 2014. So this will be the 10th year of Robin Hood Army. It was founded or co-founded by আমার একটা friend, Neil. He's from India, so we met at university. So আমাদের যেরকম ধরো রাস্তাঘাটের পাশে বা ফ্লাইওভারের নিচে there are a lot of underprivileged people, families that live there who cannot have regular meals. So ওরা ওইরকম একটা random একদম first drive করলো Robin Hood Army. They served about 50 meals, a few friends মিলে. And then they thought that there needs to be a more sustainable way যেটা মানে they can serve regularly. So আমার friend, he had a lot of connections with a lot of restaurants. He worked for Zomato, which is very similar to আমাদের ধরো ফুড পান্ডাতে যেরকম আছে বাংলাদেশে. So he got in touch with all these restaurants যে তোমাদের দিনের শেষে যে ওয়েস্ট ফুড গুলা থাকে or যে ফুডগুলো you cannot sell, আমাদেরকে দিয়ে দাও, and then we can distribute it to all these people that really need a meal. um, and that kind of started this whole community. So it's a zero fund, completely volunteer based company, not a company, sorry, an organization. So people contribute in different ways. They contribute by giving their time, by giving their food, restaurants, food partners, weddings, and all sorts of way. So the Robin Hood Army, যেটা আমি ফার্স্টে বললাম, it's coming to their 10th year now. It grew from India to India different cities গিয়েছে, and then it moved to Pakistan. It's also running in Nepal, Sri Lanka. I think more than around 15 countries are operating at the moment. So Bangladesh, we started off a few years back. And yeah, we're especially in Dhaka আমরা কাজ করি, and then obviously during the Sylhet flooding, that was kind of our biggest achievement, right? We've seen how the network kind of একসাথে হয়ে, for a zero fund organization, we managed to send truckloads of dry food bolo, meals bolo, sanitation products, and even the volunteers, they helped rebuild houses for people that lost their houses in Sylhet. But yeah, that's enough from me, Sinyat. I want my interviewer spot back. I should be asking you the questions you should be answering. Robin Hood Army নিয়ে কথা বললে passionate হয়ে যায় বেশি, and I forget that I'm supposed to be interviewing you.
No,
so tell us, Sinyat.
First of all, everyone should join Robin Hood Army because it's just a voluntary service. And if you have a little bit of free time, you can just do a little bit of good cause. And dear restaurateur and cafe people, if you're out there, so what we do is we take the leftover food and the volunteers will collect it and just donate it and people in need. Okay. And I teach about Robin Hood Army, like it's such a simple idea, but like little time, if we just give it a little time, the big difference that they made was they're serving like what 1 million meals already. They have served people. So after a few years, it's amazing the impact that they had. Like, and also they have another chapter, jeta bachchaderke educate kore, right? So that was my interest area, because I done teaching before, and that's why you reached out to me. Like ওটা করতে চাই, so we need teacher volunteers as well. Our teenagers have a lot of volunteers, but to get them more activated, I think that was our challenge. I think get them activated, make them
the good thing you brought up the challenges, and that would have been my next question, Sinyat. What are some of the challenges for an organization like this, for a completely volunteers, kind of zero fund based organization? So what are some of the challenges that you've seen running a chapter like Borani and Gulshan? Volunteer to bolla, are ki challenges ache to kind of sustainably grow this?
Yeah. So in both reach, and because it's a community-based thing, like both of the challenges are similar. We have a lot of volunteers, we have a lot of interest, and in the beginning, there's a lot of hype and trend that goes on. But to keeping them active and to keeping them actually going to the process of doing it on the day is the hardest part. So like I said again, like it's very easy. Like it's so easy. Like acha office থেকে যাচ্ছি, message আসলো যে এখানে খাওয়াটা আছে, just উঠায় যে দিয়ে দিলাম. It takes literally like an hour, or less than an hour, and then you also feel good, like you've done good deed of the day, but you're helping someone eat for the day. So the impact that you have on yourself. We also done other things, right? Like JCI gave us blankets, and we had like the big fun that we had during the what do you call it, Victory Day, right? We had a big
আমরা raw food, dry food দিয়েছি as well. So there's a lot of drives that are kind of organized along. I think the major kind of challenge is একটা হচ্ছে তোমার to continuously find food partners, সেটা build করাটা, I think building the trust as well. Obviously the Robin Hood Army যেটা মানে বিভিন্ন countries, I think India and Pakistan have kind of achieved that already, and Bangladesh, we haven't been able to do that yet. And then jeta tum bolla, to really kind of keep people active, right?
I think also the challenge was most of the volunteers are kids. They cannot go out at night. So usually like wedding food to rate bela day, right? So it's a bit late at night. So they cannot go out that time. So ugula challenges chilo. So ugula we have to think of new ideas. If you guys have any out there, give us ideas of how to implement this, and also get involved, because it's really good, because we also made good friendships. And it's more fun than partying for me. Like, late night I get a call and I'm like out and about till 4 in the morning, we're giving out food. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, আমাকে just remind করলো of couple of the wedding calls that we received, and সেগুলো হচ্ছে রাত 12টার পরে. So to
Yeah.
get someone at that time is very difficult, but then even সেই টাইমেও we managed 6 to 7 volunteers, and we've done wedding calls, right? রাত 12টা 1টা 2টা পর্যন্ত, getting the food, repacking them, delivering them to people that are in need, পরে আবার freezing them and reheating and repacking. And after a couple of drives, you really feel that you're doing it for yourself, right? The satisfaction that you get from the smiles that people give after they receive the food. So you're not really doing it for the people anymore. You're doing it for yourself, and you get into that auto drive and you want to do more and achieve more and see those smiles more. And I think
Exactly.
that kind of initial couple of drives are the most important ones. And after that, I think people just get into that self-drive mode. আমার কাছে যেটা মনে হয়। Sinyat, we have a question from Antara as well. If people wanted to join Reach BD, যেটা তুমি already বললা, or Robinhood Army, how do they get about doing it? Robinhood Army টা বলো আমাদেরকে, especially how people can contribute and how they can join.
Yeah, so we have like different chapter groups. It's designed for different cities and different areas. So ওই এরিয়াতে যে কলটা হয়, we just put it in WhatsApp. Is that simple, and they just go collect it, and they just say, I'm from the Robinhood Army. We usually have a T-shirt or an ID or something like that. And we also promote the page. যেসব food vendors আমাদেরকে খাওয়া দিচ্ছে, we also promote them, and they also get into the, remember, like once we went to the food store and waiter they could go say, hey, come along, and then they came along, and they had so much fun that they came every time, right? So and they put our stickers on their restaurants as well, right? And reach it to join Kora is also a very simple process. There's a Google Sheets in the info, in the bio, and in Instagram. If you just fill it up, I get your information. I'll send you the email with details, and I'll hit you up with the call as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. If you want to be part of Reach or Robinhood Army, just get in touch with Sinyat somehow. You can easily find her on social media. Robinhood Army, যেটা Sinyat আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে people can contribute in many different ways. যেটা তুমি বললা, people can be volunteers, people can be the food partners and things like that. And I also feel that people can contribute in other ways, like social media, if they have connections, just connecting them with the network and things like that. So even if you don't have the time to physically go on the drive, there are many ways you can help out Robinhood Army as well. So it's a zero fund kind of.
Just passing
I think
sometimes people want to give, but they don't know where, and they also want it easy. They don't want to make life, so they're like, oh, drop off point eto dure, ami drop off okhane korte chai na. So like Reach many different drop off points for giving the donation. So address thake, so jeta sobche nearest, they can drop it off or we can pick it up. Same goes for Robinhood Army, like spreading the information around যাতে ওই খাওয়াটা আমরা পাই। অনেক সময় তো ওয়েস্ট হচ্ছে, and people go like, আমি দিতে চাচ্ছি, বাট কাকে দিব, কিভাবে দিব জানি না, they don't even have the manpower to give it. So তখন like people, we will probably share posters and stuff, so if people can just share one click, and that would help us, I think, raising awareness.
Yeah, absolutely.
তোমার
সাথে Robinhood Army না, তোমার সাথে Robinhood Army নিয়ে কথা বলতে থাকলে I think বলতেই থাকবো, because we're both very passionate about it.
মিটিং হয়ে যাবে আমাদের এখানে, like new ways.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Sinyat will sorry.
No problem. Let's move on to Tomar J, the next kind of initiative that you founded. It's called Orange Peel Kisses. So what is Orange Peel Kisses, and tell us more about it.
Okay, so again, Orange Peel Kisses starts with my grandma because I grew up with her. My parents used to be in the army and they were always on the move. So I learned cooking from her as well. Sewing, cooking, these are the things I learned from her. And I'm very passionate about cooking because I love food and I think my friends know this. And so first, I cook up se join করছিলাম and then I started selling my food where I got the confidence to sell my food. I done catering, I done online sell করি. And
Right.
আগেও I had a cupcakery online as well. But now I moved on to a more healthier meals because when I was a student in England, when I was with you guys as well, um,
Mm-hmm.
আমরা যখন shopping করতে যাইতাম, like I would see that this product is from this place, this country, and there was so much carbon footprint and so much packaging and everything. So I want to promote local eating so that carbon footprintটা কমে আসে, and also
Right.
seasonal fruits and vegetables and seasonal food is very important. So that's why I focus on healthy meals. I mostly make salads and other things now. So yeah, so I think I wanted to share like thorough, like for example, honey, right? Like I think I was talking to you about it the other day.
Yeah.
ধরো আমি এই জায়গায় মানে বাংলাদেশে আছি, সো আমি বাংলাদেশের মধু খাওয়া উচিত ইনস্টেড অফ হ্যাভিং অস্ট্রেলিয়ার মধু, বিকজ বাংলাদেশে যে ডিজিজ গুলো হবে ওটার প্রিভেনশন শুধু বাংলাদেশি মধু খেলেই হবে। সেই সব নিউট্রিয়েন্টস এইসব নিয়ে অনেক পড়ি, আমার ভালো লাগে। And so that's where Orange Peel Kiss started. And since I do events for Reach, আমি দুইটা দোকানে পাশাপাশি, I give stall and then I, go along with that. So, yeah.
Fantastic. So you kind of used your passion and started off something as well. That's great.
And
Sinyat,
also,
yeah, sorry, go on.
yeah, I said Robin Hood Army জন্য তো like রান্না করে আমরা খাওয়া দিয়েছি। So and food drive যে করি আমরা বিচে, ওটাও, so I say Orange Peel Kisses cooked it and distributed by Robin Hood Army and Reach community. So it's like that.
Yeah, fantastic. And it shows how you kind of connect the works across organizations. Tomar, so you did Reach Community Bangladesh আছে, and then Robin Hood Army কাজ tackle করো, and then Orange Peel Kisses এর জন্য you have to spend time as well. How do you kind of manage the workload across all three? And ওইটার কাজগুলো is there any other way that you connect each other's work together to kind of get your day, get past your day?
Now
Sorry.
you're making me feel like I'm an imposter, because okay, so I don't think I work. Honestly, I never think I'm work, because whatever I do is just fun, and whatever I do is in my own pace, and I do it literally like it's like everything that I love doing, I do it. So I love painting, so I want to sell my painting on Reach. I love cooking,
Right.
so I also sell it while I cook. So it's like that. And I like teaching. So Reach has another chapter where we do workshops for kids. So for the last 5 years, I was a preschool teacher in different schools, and
Great.
that's something that I want to pursue in future as well. So Reach আমরা workshops করাই upcycling and recycling নিয়ে different স্কুলে আমাদের আরো আসবে future. So everything I do is fun. So I never feel like it's work.
Great. No, it's in yet তোমার থেকে আছে যেটা I really feel, and I've known you for so many years. You love whatever you love doing, you really kind of, you're passionate about it. You spend time. ওইটাই যেটা whenever I've seen you work for Reach Community or Robin Hood Army, you never made it feel like it was work. And you're always talking about it. It really shows you how much you're enjoying doing it. I think that's the key for kind of your success. যেটা তুমি first বলে, you never kind of make it look like it's work, and it's always fun working with you on any project. Let's move on a kind of lighter note, Sinyat. We'll come back to some of the questions again in a bit. So প্রতিটা showতে I'll try to keep a kind of fun segment which is called a rapid response. I'll ask you a set of questions. You'll have 5 seconds to answer each question, okay? The first answer that comes to your mind. After 5 sets of questions, I'll put you into a scenario based on the answers that you gave me, and then we'll find out in a bit. But here are the questions, one by one. Remember, the first thing that comes to your mind. ঠিক আছে, বেশিক্ষণ টাইম নিবা না চিন্তা করতে। So the first question is, if there was one person that you would like to be with. Huh? If you're stuck at
Mm.
a place for over 2 months, who would that person be?
Okay, for me it's Donna Apu, because she's the most interesting human being I know, and she teaches me so much. She's very knowledgeable, but the thing I love about her most is that she's very innocent and authentic. So I could
Okay.
just listen to her for hours. So Donna,
Okay.
yeah.
Next question তাহলে যে if you had only one food that you can choose সেই
Hmm.
2 মাস again it's back to those 2 months that you would have for every meal, what would that be?
Okay, so I'm a Bangu at heart. Like I love bhat, so I will eat shada bhat every day, and I can't miss it.
জাস্ট সাদা ভাতের সাথে কিছু খাবো না?
Thing like chicken, korola. I love korola, so shada bhat and korola.
Okay, I'll give you only one option, so সাদা ভাত and করলা, ঠিক আছে, no chicken. So সাদা ভাত
Okay.
and করলা for all 3 meals for 2 months, that's your food. আমাকে তুমি মাসে একবার খাওয়াতে পারলে you're going to be very lucky.
Korola banai khao. Like that's what it
আচ্ছা, pick a place, ঠিক আছে, out of these 3 places, which one would you prefer? A library, a gym, or a theme park?
So I'm a little OCD. So gym I find dirty. Like I have to always clean it before I use the machines and stuff. I like outdoor gym rather than indoor.
Yeah,
My friends would think that I like theme parks, but actually I
I
love
would think so.
yeah. We actually went to theme parks together. So yeah,
Yeah,
I go crazy in theme parks, but actually library because I read a lot. So yeah, I think
okay,
most people
okay.
don't get that, the library.
I would definitely think তুমি theme park choose করবে Sinyat. Okay. Um, choose one of these objects that you want to have with you. Huh? A rolling pin, মানে যে রুটি বানানোর বেলন, a
Okay.
guitar, or a skipping rope.
Skipping rope.
Okay.
Because I used to be so good at it in school. Like I'm actually very good at it even now. I like skipping ropes. Yeah.
Okay. Rolling pin নিবা না?
No. What would I do
Okay.
with a rolling?
You would know in a bit. Um,
Relax.
Acha, if you had to choose your favorite city or a place in Bangladesh, what would that be?
Dhaka. I cannot live anywhere else but Dhaka because everywhere else I go for visiting is fine. Dhaka is so lively. Yeah. Dhaka.
Okay. All right. So যেটা আমি প্রথমে বললাম যে I'll put a scenario. So আজকের scenario is a zombie apocalypse. So if you were stuck in a zombie apocalypse for over 2 months, the only
Right.
person with you during that time would be your Donapu. So you would be with
Perfect.
her the entire time. জানি না আমি, so that's up to you guys to decide how you would survive. Pura time the only food you've chosen for you and Donna Apu is bhat and korla bhaji. I hope she likes korla bhaji as well. So that's the only. Tomra, you're stuck in a library, which is not a bad place to be in.
We get to read all day.
The only weapon that you have, and যেটা আমি তোমায় বলছিলাম, I would have chosen the bellon if I knew that, but now you have a skipping rope. So the skipping rope is your only weapon that you have to defend yourself, and you're stuck in Dhaka. So it's somewhere in Dhaka, which is probably the worst place to be if it's a bomb.
That's already zombie place of I think. Yeah, but
So yeah, so that's your kind of situation in a parallel universe zombie apocalypse at this moment. You're stuck with Donapu somewhere in Dhaka in a library. Sinyat.
Same questions for you. I wish I asked you the same question. I think I know what your answers would be.
এই আজকে আমার তোমাকে ইন্টারভিউ করার কথা, তুমি আমাকে বারবার কোশ্চেন উল্টা করবে না।
Easier.
But I don't know the answers to those. We'll speak about that offline. Don't worry. Sinyat, let's get back to some of the questions that are based on kind of your work. I think Antra asked another question, and let me put that through first. Is how easy is it to start something new or similar in Bangladesh? Thoro reach by Robin Hood Army motto, similar.
It's depends on the person, right? Like I think because I had the safety net, it was easier for me. Like a lot of people don't have that. So it might be tougher for them, getting a license or something. If you know people, it's easy to get things done in Dhaka. But other than that, I wouldn't discourage anyone. I think if I can start it, anyone can start it. And I also started with
Hmm.
like literally zero fund, and Robinhood Army is also zero fund. So if
Right.
you have an idea, think small instead of big. So most people think of like business ideas, and they go through like goal oriented চলে যায় যে ওইটাই
Hmm.
হইতে হবে, এটাই টার্গেট, এত বড় করব. Instead of that, just do your daily routine and do little by little, and already it will grow like that. So definitely, if you have an idea, just start little.
So dream big, start small.
Yeah, because that's the way to go, because there's no way you can build Rome in a day. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Any other advice that you would give to people for starting something like this, based on your
Okay.
experience?
I'm not an expert, so I don't know
You
like
are an
advice.
expert.
I'm give advice, Divo, but um, I can give advice from my life and my
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
Um, like obviously, I believe in miracles, so I'm a dreamer, and
Hmm.
I don't let noises kill me. I listen to everyone, but I do what I want. So
Yeah.
be a dreamer, be a believer, and that's probably what gets me going, and that's probably how any businesses will start, because you have to be a dreamer and be unique. Like for example, authenticity is very important. So most people go
Hmm.
like, "Acha, এটা ভালো হচ্ছে, আমি এটাই করি." Instead of
Right.
that, think about critical ways of like critical thinking করো. um, like be in a quiet mind and go like, "Acha, what is actually within me that I like to do, or what is my passion?" Or that, I think critical, like self development করে তারপরে বাইর করো যে like what you're passionate about, and then think about new ideas. Because like different people can have the same ideas, but they're unique in their
Right.
own ways. So 10টা
Right.
বিজনেস কি থাকতে পারে, কিন্তু ডিফারেন্ট ওয়েতে করার চেষ্টা করো. Because I do my business in a definitely my way. I do not follow the rules at all. I think I've done that since childhood, but I do not follow rules. I do it in my way. And people go like, "Eta to hobe na," like bureaucracy
Hmm.
world that we live in. I'm like, "Nah, hobe dekhen," So make your own path, okay? That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
and you need to believe in yourself. I think when you're talking to 100 people, 50 people might support you, 50 might not, or more people may not support you. But if you really believe in your ideas, if you believe in yourself, I think make it work. It's always a risk starting something, but I think it's worth taking that risk. And Sinyat, you've shown through Reach, through Robin Hood Army, through Orange Peel Kisses that if you're passionate about something, even if the majority think that it may not work, you really make a difference. You make a difference to people's lives. And I've worked with you on various projects, and তুমি যে passion নিয়ে কাজগুলো করো, you do contribute to the community a lot, and at the end of the day, it's a smile that you get from those people that really makes you think that it's a successful project. Yeah.
Yeah, I can share a story about us. Like,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
to my student, yeah, election time. So that's me, right? Like, I love enjoying life. So here I am in middle of my semesters and stuff like that. And ours has like university election, right? Like it was a
Hmm.
student election. So 1 weekend, I went to your university campaigning for you. But things that I've learned, so never say no to opportunities that come where you might think it's not like work can bana, like just go and do it, even if it's for other people, volunteer here or there. I've done, different places, volunteer kursi randomly, but I learned so much skills from there that I implement. মানে কাজটা সোজা হয়ে যায় আমার এখন, মানে I never knew
Yeah.
that was helping me learn, like whether I worked in Islamic Relief, whether I worked in Asset Foundation you know uh, Asset Survivor Foundation, etc., etc.
Yeah.
ওগুলা ছোট ছোট ভলান্টিয়ার করলেও ওইসব ইমপ্লিমেন্ট করা যায় নিজের লাইফে in any work. So never say no to work. I would say volunteer work.
Yeah, a good point as well, Tinyat. আজকালকার ধরো, especially this is maybe applicable for students. Students want to have kind of those certifications when they're applying for higher studies or applying for jobs and things. Research and volunteer করলে, are you open to giving them
Yeah.
certificates so which they can show that they've done volunteer work?
We do give out certificates for like working 3 months, etc., etc. We also give like we had interns that went to university,
Mm-hmm.
so we're licensed. We signed like like a recommendation letter for them, and they went to like good universities. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I feel that university, it's not only the education, it's the extracurricular activities, the things that you've done, the volunteer work, and এসব কাজ করার সময় you make so much connections, right? People, especially যে আমি I would give the example of Robin Hood Army. যে when I started working or doing these drives, I've met so many people that work in government, people who are in the armed forces, who are students, people like Sinyat. There's so many people that you meet, even school kids, and everyone brings in their kind of own knowledge, own experience. It's a great way of meeting people, and I think that's kind of like the most important thing that you can come up with.
Yeah,
To
like
connect.
people pay for networking, but you can make free networking by just having fun, So,
Yeah, absolutely. Sinyat, anything else that you would like to share for our viewers before I let you off in a bit?
um, I don't know. Join Reach, join Robin Hood Army, and get involved, and giving back to the community. And it's a circle, right? It comes back to you as well. Not only just about feeling good, somehow it comes back to you. It in your makes you in enriches your life, in a lot of ways. So, and also, anyone who's a food vendor, they should like donate to us, like for Robin Hood Army, reach out to us, like, because we're struggling with food donation right now, right? Like our own
Yeah.
restaurant that reach out with the hub.
Absolutely. Sinyat, it was a great pleasure having you on the show. I've learned so much from you, not just today. I've learned so much from you over the past 10 years or so that I've known you. And I'm sure a lot of things that you spoke about, hopefully it will help some viewers who were watching it, Tomar Experience Gula, how you kind of run multiple organizations, do all the work that you do, the great work that you do. Such a good time, such a good conversation. তোমার সাথে আরো কথা হবে. Thank you so much. Your last words before I let you off.
Last word. Believe in yourself. Also, like, whatever is like out there, that when the stars align, it will happen. Like, I believe in, if God wills it, it happens. I believe that. So believe that, because যেটা হবে না হবে না, it's no big deal. Just move on to the next one. Keep going. Don't stop. Those are the things I can say, I guess. Yeah.
Thanks, Sinyat. Thank you so much for your time again. And I know আজকে বিয়ের থেকে একটা দৌড়ায় তুমি back আসছো for the show. Thank you so much for doing that again.
And good luck to your show. Made in Bangladesh will grow, and everyone, follow the page and watch the next show. Yeah.
Thank you, Sinyat. Thank you so much. কথা হবে আবার.
Okay.
Allah
Allah.
Hafiz. Bye, Sinyat.
Bye.
There you go, everyone. So that was Sinyat Ahmed. I hope you've learned some things from her as well, how she manages her development organization, Reach Community BD, and does a lot of volunteer work, a lot of great work. So yeah, check out the pages, reach her, or reach out to Sinyat directly. Hope you enjoyed this show. Stay tuned for the next one as well. So on the next episode, we'll have Fahim Mohammed Nail, who's an economics and accounting teacher who also has his own business called EdBase, and he runs his own podcast as well. It's called The Professionals. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, please follow Made in Bangladesh show on our social media pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. দেখা হবে next episode. Till then, Allah Hafiz.